Then maybe we'll have a short discussion among ourselves. And then I'd like to open it up for as long as possible to the audience so that you can come in with questions. So first of all, I'm going to move from, I was going to say I'm going to move from left to left. I'm really moving from right to left. I'm going to ask you, if I may, Joseph, to start.
Well, yes. I think it's pretty hard to follow Professor Frey's act. He's basically asking us to quit our job. Which is fine. I think that's a great idea. I think there are more exciting things to do in the world rather than politics. I think that what we're discussing here is pretty relative. I was at a seminar in Scotland a couple of months ago, and this idea about small island states, which could be translated into big ocean countries. Because someone put forward the concept, and it's a fact, that most of the planet is covered by water, by oceans, and most of those oceans are governed jurisdictionally by small islands. And the potential of that ocean is still untapped, and we don't really know what opportunities lie within. So my point is, I like what Professor Frey was saying in that not thinking about the notion of the nation state as it stands today, but really looking at the opportunities. Second and final point, I was a member of the European Parliament, so 3 minutes is a bonus and bonanza for me, so I'll stick to 1.5 or 2 minutes. I think that the greatness or smallness really depends on the ideas and on the neighbors. So we as a nation, as a country of Malta, and I hope next time Professor will mention us as an example, since 2 days ago the European Commission put out its economic forecast for this year and stated that, surprise, surprise, the country with the highest GDP growth in 2015 would be Malta in the European Union, coupled with Ireland, not the biggest of member states, I must say.
But bigger than Malta.
A little bit more. But what really drives our economy is our neighbors. So we are in a difficult neighborhood. We are in the Mediterranean. So if we look to the north, there is economic turmoil. If we look to the south, there is a humanitarian tragedy taking place. There is war and strife. But when there is trouble, people look for oases. And we are an oasis of hope and really of economic growth and prosperity. And really and truly, our future depends on how we manage our neighbors, how we differentiate ourselves from our neighbors, and how we position ourselves to be an alternative to the neighborhood. So that's my 3 minutes.
Thank you very much indeed. When you mentioned Scotland, talking about small island states, I think you have to beware, speaking from London, of colonization of Iceland, if you're not careful.